Hi, I'm Blake from Perk PC, and today we're replacing the screen on an Acer Aspire 1 netbook. This model is a D257, but it's somewhat of a newer model. It should be the basics for all models. You see the screen is cracked throughout. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to power the netbook off and remove the battery. Put the battery off to the side. Next, the screws are covered by two little tabs. I've already removed these tabs just to save some time, so I'd like sticking them just on the bezel here so you don't lose them. So taking those two off, and we'll take a small Phillips screwdriver and remove those two screws. Now you want to take some kind of pry tool. You can usually buy them off eBay, or if you already have something. Or you want something that's somewhat soft, so you don't have to crack the screen anymore. So we're just going to carefully pry around the inside. This screen's already cracked, so it doesn't really matter if you damage it anymore. But just want to be careful. I've already went around this and loosened it off again just to save some time. But you want to be careful. There's little plastic clips in here that pop off, so you want to be nice and careful doing it so you don't want to break them off. So I'm going to go back on. So that I've already loosened this, so I'm just going to go around. Go on the outside and just, you hear the little plastic tabs just snapping off. In this particular screen, there's the webcam, so you have to be careful around there not to damage it. So we're just going to pry this off. Sometimes you do it with your fingers, but other times you have to use the pry tool. And just on the bottom, you should be able to just lift these little hinges off straight up. Put that off the side. Next, there's just 4 screws that actually hold the screen itself on. But first, you run it. The ribbon cable comes all the way up the back and connects also the webcam link up here. So we're just going to remove that very carefully first. And then we're going to take these 4 screws off again with the little Phillips screwdriver again. Now I can just take this screen off.
I don't
Oops, I forgot one.
I'm picking up one that's being prepared without a tag and just punches. There's a little white one there. I don't know if it's ready. The new one should be ready. I don't know what you need.
Now it's just this ribbon cable is connected through a multi-pin connector on the back. So there's just tape holding it on down, and you just have to just hold this down to disconnect it. There we go. So there's your cracked screen removed. Don't need that anymore. So now we take our new screen from screencountry.com, and we'll take the plastic off it. There's those pads down just to protect the screen when it's on. So now we're just going to do everything in reverse, and we're just going to put this connector just back in the bottom. Sometimes the trickiest part of the whole thing. You'll see it kind of click in. It's ready. And we'll just put this back up top. So now we'll put the screen back on the back bezel.
Thank you.
Now we'll put the 4 screws back in. Back. just took this one by accident, so I'll put that back in. That would have carried away from himself. So it's just these 4 screws that actually hold the screen onto the back bezel. This is actually a nice matte screen compared to this glossy screen, which you see it's shiny and glossy. Well, the screen's nice and matte, so it won't reflect as much sunlight. Now I'll just reconnect this little connector for the webcam and the mic. There we go. Now we'll just replace this bezel. So it just should snap in back on the hinges down here. You have to carefully go along and just press on the outside. You don't want to press too much too close to the screen, you're going to end up cracking it again. So just careful on the outside, and again, just the webcam. As you press on, you hear it kind of snap back into place as those little plastic clips catch. Now let's put these 2 last screws back in place. And all I have to do is put those little tabs we took off at the start. We stuck on the bezel back on, just to cover up the screws. Alright, that's pretty well done. We'll just throw the battery back in, test it in. So it's booting now and the screen works perfectly. Thanks again. This was a screen replacement for an Acer 1 netbook, and I'm Blake from Perth PC. Thank you. Bye.